Your home, your rules. Build an offline smart home. Imagine a world where your home doesn't just obey, but understands you, anticipates your every wish, cares for your safety and comfort, and yet depends on no one but yourself. A world where a sudden internet outage or a remote server failure won't turn your cozy corner into a collection of useless plastic and metal. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Like a dream that dissolves in the hazy mist of digital dependence that is so diligently imposed on us everywhere. But what if I told you that this dream is not just possible, but already available to everyone who is ready to take the reins of control into their own hands? What if I revealed to you the secrets of building a truly autonomous smart home for your private property? A home that will function like a well-oiled Swiss mechanism, even if an apocalypse rages outside the window and the global network has plunged into complete silence. Get ready, because today we embark on a fascinating journey through the labyrinths of technologies that will grant you not just comfort, but genuine independence, freeing you from the shackles of digital uncertainty. You will learn how to create your own digital kingdom where you are the sole and rightful sovereign. The call for independence, which sounds louder and more persistent today, is a natural reaction to the fragility that permeates modern cloud technologies. We have become accustomed to relying on external servers that can be attacked by hackers, subject to failures due to overload, or simply disconnected for reasons unknown to us. Recall, for example, the recent incident when a global smart device service suddenly stopped working for a full 2 days, turning thousands of homes around the world into uncontrollable fortresses where owners couldn't even turn on the lights or open garage doors. This was a vivid example of how vulnerable we become when we hand over control of our home to others, even if those hands belong to large, seemingly reliable corporations. Every time your smart kettle sends data to a server somewhere on the other side of the world, only to return to you with the command boil, you lose precious milliseconds, and more importantly, a piece of your privacy. Who can guarantee that this data will not be used against you, fall into the hands of ill-wishers, or simply be sold to marketers? The philosophy of complete control over one's home means that all decisions are made locally, within your walls, without the participation of intermediaries. Your home belongs to you, not to a corporation that can at any moment change the terms of use of its services or even cease their support, leaving you alone with a pile of useless high-tech bricks. Is it not absurd that in order to turn on a light bulb in your own living room, your request must travel halfway around the world and then return only to activate a local switch? This is like having to call the manufacturer's headquarters to open your own refrigerator and wait for permission. We need a system that will always work, regardless of whether there is internet, electricity, or even a stable geopolitical situation in the world. It is precisely this reliability, this absolute certainty in the future, that distinguishes a truly autonomous smart home from its cloud-based counterparts, which offer only an illusion of control. At the very heart of this autonomy lies a key concept, the local controller, or as it is also called, the smart hub. This is the true brain of your system, a device that makes decisions and gives commands without leaving your premises. Forget about servers in California or Singapore. All calculations and logical chains happen right here at your home. Among the most popular and powerful platforms that allow for the implementation of such a concept, Home Assistant, OpenHab, and Demotics stand out. These software solutions, often installed on miniature but surprisingly powerful computers like the Raspberry Pi, provide you with incredible flexibility and complete control. Home Assistant, for example, is an open-source project, meaning its code is available for study and modification. This is not just a box with limited functionality, it is an entire ecosystem, constantly evolving through the efforts of a huge community of enthusiasts and professionals. Imagine, you install this system on your Raspberry Pi, connect special USB sticks that act as gateways for various wireless protocols, and your home begins to come alive. Every sensor, every smart socket, every light fixture connects not to the cloud, but directly to your local hub. OpenHub offers similar functionality, focusing on integrating a huge number of devices and protocols, giving you the freedom to choose components from different manufacturers. Domotics, in turn, is known for its ease of setup and user-friendly interface, making it an excellent choice for those just starting to delve into the world of home automation. These platforms allow you to create complex automation scenarios that will work absolutely autonomously. For instance, upon a motion sensor triggering in the hallway, the system can immediately turn on the light, unlock the smart front door lock, and even send you a notification to a local screen or smartwatch if you are within the home network, with not a single bit of information leaving your home network. For devices to talk to your local hub, special communication protocols are needed that are also independent of the internet. The main pillars of an autonomous smart home in this context are Zigbee, Z-Wave, and Bluetooth Mesh, as well as local Wi-Fi. Each of them has unique advantages and features. Zigbee is a low-power wireless protocol that creates a so-called mesh network. This means that every device connected to a Zigbee network can not only transmit its data to the hub, but also relay signals from other devices located further away. Thus, the range of your smart network significantly expands, and the more devices you have installed, the more reliable and extensive the coverage becomes. Zigbee devices are characterized by low power consumption, allowing sensors to operate on a single battery for many months, even years. Imagine a temperature sensor installed in a remote corner of your garden, transmitting data to the controller in the house, using a smart socket on the terrace as a repeater. All of this happens without the internet, absolutely locally. Z-Wave is another popular mesh network protocol, also known for its low power consumption and high reliability. The main difference between Z-Wave and Zigbee is that all Z-Wave devices must be certified, which guarantees their compatibility with each other, even if they are manufactured by different companies. This reduces the risks of pairing problems and ensures more predictable operation. Z-Wave devices are often used for critical tasks, such as smart locks or security systems. Bluetooth Mesh is a relatively new technology that also allows Bluetooth devices to form mesh networks. This extends the capabilities of classic Bluetooth and allows the creation of decentralized networks for the smart home. Its advantage is that many modern smartphones and tablets already support Bluetooth, which simplifies initial setup. Finally, local Wi-Fi, when used exclusively for communication within your home network without access to the global web, can also be a powerful tool. Wi-Fi devices often have higher bandwidth, making them ideal for security cameras, streaming audio, or other tasks requiring the transfer of large amounts of data. The main thing here is to ensure that such devices have the ability to operate in a completely local mode, without the need to register in the cloud or constantly send data to external servers. Each of these solutions, whether it's a Zigbee motion sensor, a Z-Wave smart lock, or a local Wi-Fi camera, becomes an integral part of your autonomous smart home, operating exclusively under your control. Moving on to the practical magic that an autonomous smart home creates, we can explore numerous scenarios that provide both security and comfort, all without a single internet connection. Let's start with security, as it is one of the cornerstones of any dwelling. Local video surveillance systems using network video recorders or network-attached storage (NAS) allow you to record and view video streams from cameras without sending data to the cloud. All recordings are stored on your own device and only you have access to them. Imagine you have installed several IP cameras around the perimeter of your private home. They continuously record what is happening to a local hard drive. If the internet suddenly goes out due to a cable break or scheduled maintenance, your cameras continue to perform their function diligently. Moreover, these cameras can be integrated with your local smart home system. For example, upon detecting motion in the backyard during off hours, the system can immediately turn on floodlights, activate a loud siren, and if you are in the house, display the image from the corresponding camera on your smart control panel. And all of this will happen in a matter of seconds based on data processed by your local hub, without a single request to the outside world. Smart locks operating via Zigbee or Z-Wave protocols can be programmed to automatically lock doors at certain times of the day or when the house is armed. Even if the electricity goes out, many such locks have a mechanical key or their own power source, guaranteeing their reliability. Door and window opening sensors, water and gas leak detectors, as well as smoke and carbon monoxide detectors operating autonomously are capable not only of warning you of a potential threat with an audible signal, but also, for example, of shutting off the water or gas supply through special smart valves, which can prevent serious damage to your property. Now let's talk about the comfort and convenience that autonomous solutions bring. Automatic lighting is not just a luxury. It is a part of a smart home that can significantly simplify your life. Presence and motion sensors can turn on lights in rooms when you enter and turn them off when you leave. Imagine walking into the hallway in the evening and the light smoothly comes on, requiring no action from you. You walk into the kitchen, the light also turns on there, while in the hallway it goes out. In the morning, while you are still sleeping, the system can simulate a sunrise. First, the bedroom light smoothly turns on, reaching full brightness in 15 to 20 minutes, and then smart curtains or blinds, also controlled locally, automatically open. This is not only a pleasant awakening, but also a psychologically healthier start to the day. No clouds, no third-party servers, just your home, caring for your well-being. Climate control can also be completely autonomous. Smart thermostats, integrated with a local hub, use data from temperature and humidity sensors located throughout the house to maintain an optimal microclimate in each room. For example, depending on the time of day and the presence of people, the system can automatically adjust the operation of air conditioners or heating devices based on your set parameters. If it suddenly gets warmer outside, but you haven't had time to get to the air conditioner, the smart home will adjust the temperature itself. And if you forgot to close a window, the system can send you a notification and even temporarily turn off the heating in that room to avoid wasting energy. Energy efficiency is another area where the autonomous smart home truly shines. Local electricity consumption monitoring allows you to know exactly how much electricity each device in your home consumes. Special sensors installed on the meter or in the electrical panel send data directly to your hub, which processes and visualizes it in a user-friendly interface. You can see consumption graphs, identify energy vampires, and optimize the operation of household appliances. Smart sockets operating autonomously can turn appliances on and off according to a schedule or depending on certain events. For example, you can set them to start charging your electric car only at night when electricity rates are lowest, and your water heater turns on an hour before you wake up, so you always have hot water by morning, but it doesn't run needlessly all day. And all of this happens strictly according to your rules, without the involvement of external services that can be disconnected or changed. Irrigation systems for your garden or lawn can also be completely autonomous. Imagine a system that uses a local soil moisture sensor and its own miniature meteorological module installed on your plot. Based on this data, as well as your preset schedule, the system decides whether to water the lawn today. If it rained yesterday and the soil is sufficiently moist, or if the local weather forecast predicts precipitation for the next few hours, irrigation will be postponed, which will allow you to save water and electricity. Such a system not only ensures ideal care for your plants, but also does so as efficiently as possible, relying exclusively on the actual conditions on your plot. The path to creating your own autonomous digital kingdom begins with meticulous planning. This is not an impulsive purchase but a well-thought-out project that requires time and attention. The first step is to assess your needs. What exactly do you want to automate? Security, comfort, energy efficiency, or all at once? The choice of platform will depend on this. If you are a beginner, it might be worth starting with something simpler to set up and then gradually delving into the world of home automation. If you have programming experience or want to immerse yourself as deeply as possible in the process, then Home Assistant based on Raspberry Pi will provide you with limitless possibilities. The next step is choosing compatible devices. It is important to understand that not all smart devices are designed for autonomous operation without the internet. Look for those that support Zigbee, Z-Wave protocols, or have the ability for local control via Wi-Fi without being tied to a cloud account. Pay attention to local control or works with Home Assistant or OpenHAB labels in product descriptions. Budget also plays a significant role. But remember that investing in an autonomous smart home is an investment in your independence and security, which will pay off over time. Installing and configuring your system is an exciting process that may seem complex at first glance, but brings immense satisfaction from a job well done. First, you need to install the chosen operating system and smart home platform on your local controller, for example, a Raspberry Pi. This may require some study of documentation and video tutorials, but the user communities for Home Assistant and OpenHAB are so extensive that you will always find help and answers to your questions. Then you connect USB gateways for Zigbee and Z-Wave if you are using these protocols. After that, the device pairing process begins. You add sensors, smart sockets, and light fixtures to your system. Each device goes through a learning stage when it connects to your hub. Next comes the most creative part, creating automations and scenarios. You can configure the system so that the bathroom light only turns on when motion is detected and the illuminance is below a certain threshold, or so that the heating system turns on an hour before your usual waking time, taking into account the outside temperature. Each such scenario that you create is a building block in the foundation of your autonomous home. It is important to remember that this process requires patience and attention to detail, but the result, a system fully customized to your needs, running like clockwork, is well worth it. Maintenance and expansion of your autonomous system is also an important part. From time to time, updates for your smart home platform may be released, bringing new features or bug fixes. Most of these updates can be installed locally without the need for an internet connection, or you can download them on another device and transfer them to your hub. If you want to add a new device, the process will be the same as the initial setup. It is also important to consider backup power for your hub and critically important devices. Using uninterruptible power supplies, UPS, for your controller, network equipment, and key security systems ensures that your smart home will continue to function even during brief power outages. Imagine, a storm has blacked out the entire area, but your smart home is still holding its ground. Cameras continue to record, motion sensors remain active, and smart locks still reliably protect your property because they are powered by a UPS. And if we consider a scenario of a complete lack of electricity for a longer period, then for a truly autonomous home, it is worth providing for the possibility of powering critically important components from solar panels or powerful battery packs, capable of sustaining the security system, lighting, and communication for several days or even weeks. This is the pinnacle of autonomy, which grants you absolute peace of mind, knowing that your home is always guarding your well-being. So, we have completed this incredible journey together, looking behind the scenes of true independence and technological freedom. We have seen that a smart home is not necessarily synonymous with digital slavery and dependence on cloud services. On the contrary, it can be your personal island of calm and control, a place where every device works in harmony, obeying only your rules, without a single intermediary, without intrusive surveillance, and without the fear of a sudden shutdown. Choosing autonomy is a choice in favor of security, privacy, and reliability. It is a decision to take responsibility for your home into your own hands, creating a system that serves you, not the other way around. Remember that every step towards decentralization and local control brings you closer to creating an ideal space where technology does not control your life, but merely adapts to it, making it more comfortable, safer, and predictable. Do not be afraid to experiment, learn, build, and configure, for only then can you truly taste the absolute freedom and realize that your home is indeed your fortress, which will stand unshaken despite any digital storms. It's time to awaken from imposed dependence and build your own reliable and fully manageable future, where your smart home becomes an extension of your will, not a capricious servant of corporate interests. Start right now, because a world of possibilities awaits you, and your autonomous kingdom is ready to welcome its rightful ruler.